Hello racing fans, this is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015 back with some more 2019 NASCAR silly season news, as today we are going to break down NASCAR's Snapchat filter himself, Matt DiBenedetto, as he will drive the number 95 Procore machine for Levine Family Racing. In addition, the race team will switch manufacturers from Chevrolet to Toyota and form a technical alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing.
What we work for.
Something I found rather interesting about the early days of Matt DiBenedetto's career was that he drove the number 20 Pizza Ranch Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. During those 7 starts for the team, he netted only 2 top 10 finishes and had an average finish of 22nd. Certainly not the greatest start, especially when you are on the same team as Kyle Busch, who won the 2009 NASCAR Nationwide Series Championship as a couple each. By the way, Pizza Ranch is a restaurant, not a special condiment for pizza. Don't worry if you guys didn't know that, as it took me 17 years to figure that out. After a couple low-key years in the K&N Series, Matt DiBenedetto moved up to the NASCAR Cup Series in 2015 with BK Racing. During his tenure with the race team, he scored an impressive 6th place finish at the 2016 Food City 500. And no, it wasn't a lucky caution or strategy that got him there. This was simply the case of a driver outperforming the equipment and putting up the race of his life for a smaller team. Also remarkable was the fact that he earned this top 10 at Bristol, one of the most challenging racetracks on the schedule. In addition, he scored an average finish of around 30th place. Now, while those numbers look particularly bad, 30th place is rather decent for a team that had constant mechanical failures, as well as flirting with Chapter 11 bankruptcy. The fact that he did this well on BK Racing is a remarkable feat. In 2017, DiBenedetto landed a ride with Go Fast Racing to drive the number 32 Can-Am Ford Fusion, and his debut race with the team was a solid one. His impressive 9th place finish in the Daytona 500 netted the organization their first ever top 10 finish and certainly gave them a lot of prize money and media exposure to fund the race team. So far, his tenure has been fairly successful, scoring 3 top 10 finishes and an average finish of 27th. While he has been successful on the racetrack, his character off the track has developed strongly with this team. He has grown so much as a popular figure that he was in the running for both the 2017 and 2018 fan votes, ultimately losing to Chase Elliott both seasons. Just last August, however, Matt DiBenedetto decided to leave Go Fast Racing after the 2018 season and pursue a new opportunity in the series. He felt like his skill level was shown greatly on a smaller team, and much like the character he is, he decided to let it ride and see what better opportunities would come about as a free agent.
Given the opportunity. You have that.
As for Levine Family Racing, they endured a similar path as the lovable underdogs of the sport. The team has slowly worked themselves from a start and park organization that ran only a fraction of the schedule to a full-time team in 2018 with both Casey Kane and Regan Smith behind the wheel. During the team's history, they have scored 2 top 5s, 5 top 10 finishes, and finished in the top 30 in owners' points last season. While they have made some key moves, the team is still a middle-of-the-pack organization and are stuck partnering with Richard Childress Racing, a team that hasn't been relevant since 2013. Something needed to change, and for the better, it most certainly did.
I've been so lucky to gain all these.
As a result, fate allowed both Matt DiBenedetto and Levine Family Racing to get what they wanted by joining forces and ultimately switching to a more powerful manufacturer in Toyota. Matt DiBenedetto gets 2 years to prove himself in now above average equipment with JGR horsepower. With great power, obviously comes great responsibility. And if DiBenedetto can't prove himself in this position, I don't know what the future will hold for him. He needs to have a solid stepping stone season with the race team, and massive improvements must occur from this season to 2019. In my mind, a decent 2019 season would result in Matt DiBenedetto earning a top 5 finish, 7 to 8 top 10 finishes, and in the conversation for a playoff spot. This caliber season would make an impact for sure, and it could add some new sponsors in addition to Procore, Dumont Jets, and WRL General Contractors. In addition, hopefully his character can finally result in winning the fan vote, or even better, transferring into the 2019 NASCAR All-Star race by winning a segment, as he is long overdue to make the big race. Certainly, in the short term, the sky is the limit for Matt DiBenedetto, and hopefully he can get the most out of this opportunity. As for Levine Family Racing, making the switch to Toyota and aligning with Joe Gibbs Racing is the necessary move in the short term, but will likely not promote stability in the long term. After all, just look at the entire situation with Furniture Row Racing that occurred within the season. After 2017, it was nothing but sunshine and rainbows for the race team going forward. Martin Truex Jr. and Cole Pearn were able to win the 2017 NASCAR Cup Series championship against Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Brad Keselowski, all of which were driving for bigger, stronger organizations. In addition, the car was fully funded by sponsors such as Bass Pro Shops, 5 Hour Energy, and Auto Owners Insurance. No longer did Barney Visser have to spend millions of dollars out of his own pocket to fund the race team. Flash forward to today, Furniture Row Racing is ceasing operations after the 2018 season because of both sponsorship issues and the increasing cost to partner with Toyota. While they will move up the speed charts next season, Toyota and JGR will have a stronghold over Levine Family Racing that will either regulate them in 15th or 20th, or they will likely raise the price if they overachieve, much like Furniture Row. I would expect the next deal to triple in terms of money, and it could even result in the team's demise in 2021 by maybe even ceasing operations. With that said, however, 2022 is a mere 4 years away. We don't even know if this is going to be a success. By that time, hopefully NASCAR can add some brand new manufacturers, and they can implement a spending cap to save those smaller race teams and allow them to win and succeed within the sport. This is the one issue that NASCAR has right now, is that we have Germain Racing, Front Row Motorsports, JTG Doherty Racing. They're all stuck in the 25th to 30th place boat. And it's kind of annoying seeing how they are not really improving as much as we thought, and how they are not competing for wins and for playoff spots. And hopefully this can get fixed with those implications. So the bottom line, this silly season move is easily the best short-term benefit for both Matt DiBenedetto and Levine Family Racing. More than likely, the 95 team will at least be in the conversation of making the 2019 NASCAR playoffs and possibly winning some races down the stretch. We can only hope both parties can succeed and ultimately develop into contenders. The character that Matt DiBenedetto brings, as well as the lovable underdog with Levine Family Racing, would be a great storyline for the sport, and hopefully it can attract the hearts of casual audience members and fans alike. While they are on a short leash partnering with Toyota and JGR, there are more positives than negatives for making this switch, and hopefully they get rewarded in the long run for this sacrifice. So anyways, this is NASCAR Racing Fan 2015 signing out, and just remember, life's a beach and then you drive, even if YouTube decides to completely shut down.
To get detailed inside now because it was a disaster inside. So, yeah, we had a good time, kind of hung out, partied with everybody. It was as if we won the race.